Have I ever told the story about when I first ever got arrested?
This was recorded at the media joint.
That is so rogue.
Oi, that's a bit rogue.
Is it even that rogue?
Welcome back to A Bit Rogue. This is a shorter episode because I've decided to bring back INFE moments. And for those that are new listeners, INFE means it's not for everyone. It's kind of something that happens that just makes you go, ugh. Anyway, because I haven't shared this whole season, I've banked some up. Now,
It's mainly because how Skye reconciles the weird stuff in her life.
yeah.
Make sure she's like, oh, actually, I'm not that weird. I'm a little bit normal.
So this isn't actually my story. I'm in a Facebook group called Tea Time, and some stuff's pretty gnarly. Like last night, there was this post like, "You're gonna actually die, Jock." This girl wrote a post saying like, "I walked in on my deadbeat baby daddy with his legs up behind his ears, giving himself head. They locked eyes. She shut the door, and she could never unsee it again." She didn't even post it anonymously. Like she just posted it raw. How disgusting is that?
So did you go for a stalk on the deadbeat?
No, I couldn't. Foul scenes. Anyway, this one from Tea Time I thought was like really fucking weird. I woke up, this was a non-post by the way, like we need to stop anonymous posts on Facebook.
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah. I woke up and had a suspicion my boyfriend went on my phone. I checked my screen time and he was on my photos and Snapchat for 3 hours. Went to my texts and something made me click recently deleted. And he had sent himself inappropriate photos of myself and my friends. I confronted him and he has so much regret, but I just feel so violated and I don't know how to tell my friends all the photos were deleted off his phone. I don't know what to do. So he's gone through her phone, gotten like, let's say like semi-nude photos of her and her friends and sent them out to himself.
Creep.
Like who even... Anyway, this
Sounds like something a guy that you would date would do.
No way. Don't say that shit.
It's just because you wouldn't catch them.
I can't remember who said this, and I swear I'm sorry if they said this in the studio, but some guy thought he caught something off a girl because he did anal with them and they were a stripper. And he went to the ER because he was like having like intensive pain on his penis. They pretty much said to him that he needs to learn how to clean himself properly because he had a chili flake under his skin.
Oh.
Because she must have had Mexican or some shit for dinner. It's not good, hey? It's a bit foul.
Oh, the old ring of fire.
No, literally Ring of Fire. Wrong hole. Not good. Ring of Fire is really scary though. I had it for the first time whilst camping. Not good.
That's a bad... I've had it also camping. Not fun.
You can't even run, hey, because it's just like it's happening.
Mm.
It's happening.
Just hang on to the tree.
No, it's so scary. Like it actually feels like you're going to pass away. Now, I don't think that I've ever told this story before, but I actually have a life ban at a venue in Manly. Did you know that? Still to this day?
No shock though.
Well, what actually happened was it's called the New Brighton. I'm literally going to call them out because this was like one of the most fucked up things ever and it's a massive INFE moment. Not for everyone. I actually got coat hangered down the stairs by a security guard. And it was a female security guard. She coat hanged me because she thought she had kicked me out or something like that. And like for starters, like, why are you being so violent for no reason? And also like, relax, you're a security guard. And I went to report it to the police and they pretty much said because I had been drinking, they couldn't actually make it a formal report or something like that. So I left them a bad review being like, this is not a safe place for women, like this is exactly what happened. This chick, like this older security guard, she'd probably be like her mid-50s, late 50s, used a fake like horse account on Facebook to message me saying like I was a whore and stuff. And like females just like don't really give hate. Yeah, it was weird. Anyway, the New Brighton phoned me and they said if you don't delete your Facebook review, we will implement a live band and I was like, I don't really give a fuck, because I'd rather people know that I had a really poor experience than return to your venue. Anyway, that was when I was about 19 or 20, so like 8 or 9 years ago.
But you let it go.
No, I haven't let it go, because the opposite venue, so this just must be like a egotistic thing. At the Stain, my girlfriend went in and the security pretty much said, because she's a fat girl, they don't want her there. That's what the security said to her.
Fucked.
She's not even a fat girl, so that's what's fucking weird. But like,
yeah, that's not on. But what's that got to do with?
Because the venues are like opposite each other, looking at each other. So I don't know if it's just like maybe just stay away from Manly. New Brighton and Stain, calling you out right here. Maybe the security need retraining.
Skye on a bit rogue is gonna.
No, security guard needs to be retrained. Like, what's the GO?
Did you maybe like deserve the coat hanger?
No way. No one deserves to be coat hangers. I was facing the opposite way on a staircase.
Okay, if you were facing the right way on the flat, maybe.
Right way on the flat, I had no chance. I'm walking up the stairs by myself, might I add. By myself.
Well, what had you done to prompt the...
She thought I said something about dating her son, and I didn't even know who she was. Or maybe... Yeah, and she thought she had kicked me out already or something, and I think she just stuck to her story because it was pretty gnarly. Like, that should not have happened.
No.
This is for Valentine's Day, this INFE moment. I recently...
Because you are such a romantic person.
You don't know me and my privacy life.
Yes, I do.
I'm
you
romantic.
You come in here and dribble on.
I'm not really that romantic, but anyway.
I know. That's why I'm calling you out for it.
Anyway, I had flowers sent to my door. I don't know. Have I told you this?
Yeah, that's not for everyone. Holy smokes. Wow.
No, I got flowers sent to my door, and it was kind of when I was, still hanging out with Townie, and I was thinking he just would not leave me flowers.
See, because he's a townie.
I opened the door, and for starters, they were yellow flowers, and I was like, okay, I have never said I like yellow flowers, but anyway. And then I run over to
What's wrong with yellow flowers?
They're meant to be for like if you're sick. Like if you're nan sick, go get her yellow flowers. I don't mean like sunflowers. Like I mean like little
daffodils.
Yeah, girls don't need yellow flowers. Anyway, point aside, go over to the balcony, and it's this guy who I reckon for years has like told me he's interested in me, and like I have been super, super, super polite and saying like I'm not interested. I just felt really uncomfortable with the fact that like he hand delivered them himself to my home, my like little safe space. And I was like, I only told him like a week prior, like I was seeing someone, it wasn't appropriate. Anyway, long story short, I had to ask his friend to say like, stay the fuck away, because he just wasn't getting the message. It was getting a bit stalkerish.
Yeah, that's pretty stalkerish.
Borderline stalker moment.
Yeah.
INFE. It's not for everyone.
It's not for, having a stalker?
Yeah.
I don't think it's for anyone.
Yeah. Oh, this is really fucking mean. So when I was going through...
Hang on, is this an INFE's moment episode, or is this just you having a bitch episode?
Both. When I was using Hinge to gather my recordings, now I don't know what my vendetta against rangers are, and like not all rangers have issues. I like some of them. I have one friend who's more redhead than ranger, but lovely girl. However,
you know that redhead and ranger is the same?
No, red like Ariel, you know?
No, I don't know like Ariel.
No, like Ariel, like
dyed red.
Yeah. That's a fake.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, fake.
Yeah.
Like I think a ranger would be offended if you called someone a ranger that had dyed their hair orange.
Correct.
Anywho, point aside. So I'm on Hinge collecting my little recordings, and a ranger messages me. Guess what he messaged? Replied to my photo.
Does the carpet match the drapes?
No, he messaged me. I didn't message him. Guess what he said to my profile?
I don't know, Skye. What did he say?
Haha. That's all he wrote. Haha.
Yeah, and?
That's so rude.
Why is that rude?
Why would he say ha to me?
Have you seen your face?
It was I look good. I do look good in this photo.
You better put that photo up on the video.
It's me, Tristan, and Tori. It's on the Bit Rogue account. I look good. I even have a jumper on. Anyway, safe to say.
That's not at all rogue or INFE moment, just so you know. Do you have any of the recordings?
Yeah. Also, just while I'm looking for the recordings, last year I was like seeing this guy and he was like, oh, you're actually really like pretty. He goes, but are you on the spectrum at all? How random is that?
Not that for
No,
you.
but do you know how, like, imagine someone asking that
Distracted
to
you
you.
get?
Imagine how someone asking that to your face, like I was like, that's like a third date question where I tell you, you don't ask me. Anyway. Okay. Oh my God. There's the most fucked ones. Okay. I don't know why, but there's a prompt on Hinge that's like, how do I pronounce my name? And this guy's name is fucking Andy. So I don't know why Andy would need to say what his name is. Like, we get it. It's Andy.
That's clever though. I back that.
Yeah, but maybe because that's a man humour. This one was
You mean good humour?
Yeah, okay. This was a guy called Jack. The one thing you should know about me is...
I am class at accents. You name any accent and I will do it.
He said that in an accent.
I am...
He is what?
He said class at accents.
That's... Yeah.
This guy's name's Miles, and
they're both good Hinge notes. There's nothing fucked about them.
I literally saw them and I was like my face was burning up because I was so embarrassed for them.
Yeah, because you're not used to dating normal guys.
The guy that I'm dating right now is totally normal and he would never leave a voice note. Oh, well, I hope he doesn't do that. I really hope he doesn't do that. I actually don't even like the way he texts me. I'm like, let's just call instead because texting's a bit much.
Okay, boomer.
He does boomer text. Like, he'll be like, hey, Skye, ... And I'm like, am I in trouble? Anyway.
Probably.
This guy, Miles, how to pronounce my name?
Kilometers. Kilometers.
See, funny for you.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I was just like... Anyway, this
Why
guy...
can't you date any of these guys?
Because I just feel like they would be the shittest route. Like, they'd be proper salmon. You know?
No.
It's giving salmon vibes.
Nah.
This one I was just like, what the fuck? This is best travel story from John.
Best travel story, I guess, would be just after sailing through the Caribbean, trying to get a lift back to the main island of Lake Grenada, but the ferries didn't work, so we ended up catching a lift with some pirates. The main dude, King Dragon, definitely thought we were going to die, that's for sure. Thankfully we didn't, and it was a fantastic story.
So you obviously
that
don't
guy's-
understand that like girls do that on a night out regularly. Free lift from a pirate? Slay. Get me on board.
That guy is the kind of one where you would be found in his boot a few days later.
Icky.
The first bloke with the song...
The Andy song, that's okay. And the Miles one, that's okay.
You're only saying that because I've vetted them.
Yeah, because I've had second thoughts.
Because I've had 100% track record at, like, dating advice for you. That should be a segment. People call in and ask for Jock's approval.
You've said no to everyone. There's not been one person.
Yeah, because you keep picking shit people, and then I suggest good ones. You're like, oh no, it makes my face want to melt off.
Do you know what? This is actually going to be a problem. Like, I'm going to attend your wedding, and then when my wedding comes around, you're going to be like, why aren't I invited? And I'm like, because you didn't back that guy.
No, won't come because I'll be fucking dead in the grave because that's how long it's going to take.
Whoa, that was a bit aggressive. All right, this guy was Jack. How to pronounce my name? Like, this is just like, this is where I was like, I got to stop taking the screen recordings.
Jack.
Yeah.
We know that's how you pronounce your name.
He might not understand how the app works.
Mate, I can't even. Actually, I did do a boo-boo.
No, before... Whether it's on Hinge... No, well, there's going to be a two-part question.
Hmm?
First part on Hinge, because Hinge sponsor us. But for if someone was to... Is it reach out, connect, swipe on Hinge? I don't know, whatever it is. Connect with you on Hinge. What would be the perfect way for them to do that, in your eyes?
Just like it. I don't like when people write a message, like one of them was in, like if you get like a paragraph, it's like, do you copy and paste that to all girls? Because there's a lot of people to go through. I'd rather just the person like my profile.
So the ball's in your court.
Well, that's how Hinge works, I'm pretty sure. I think the female has to be the first message.
I thought that was it Bumble?
Well, if Bumble wants to get on board.
The second one then, if you could have like the perfect way for any person to connect with you in a romantic way for like first time meeting, what would that be?
That's hard to say because I'm definitely someone that has to build a friendship first. I'm not down for like...
Are you?
Anyway,
No,
I'm actually the wrong person to ask because I am very bad at meeting new people. Like, I backtrack. Like the guy I'm seeing now, I've known him for 13 years, probably longer, 15 years.
Yeah, but you don't know the difference between like pump and dump and actually catching the feels.
Not true, Jock, because the psychic taught me that. And I had the conversation with him, so I get it now. I haven't told you yet.
I know, I probably tuned it out.
No, I haven't. I told you I went and saw a psychic.
Yes, you did. And
Yeah, and
said
she
the
said to me...
podcast is going to pop off.
She did in 6 months, so I'm going to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring Sue Bay in.
Yeah, Sue can come on. Not this week's route.
What did you say?
Not this week's route, though.
Mate. Well, if I get a new one, she can talk about that one too.
Yeah, she will. While if you keep paying her.
I went in the room with my hands in my pockets and my phone down so that she couldn't see my background, which was bangs, and couldn't see that I didn't have a ring on my hand. I didn't book in. I was a walk-in. She knew I was a mum. She said a lot of weird shit. I like her. I do.
Righto.
Seriously, I'm converted. Well, I actually don't want to not be single because the stories are just too fun.
If this is the stories that you're talking about for fun, you need to
Well, how's
get a life.
one of my best friend's partner was like, please hook up with my friend. I ended up kissing him, and then like 5 minutes later he goes, ooh, is she a mum? That's what he said. He's got like MILF phobia.
See, again, you just go out there and...
I'm trusting my friends to like align me with the right people, and they just don't nail it. That's why I got to do my own thing. But I also feel like that's like probably a sexuality thing. Like I just don't think you like girls.
What, the
The guy that said the MILF thing. the mum thing.
Mm.
Like, it was Saturday night, 11 o'clock. Fucking just roll with it.
Better than going home with your hand, I suppose.
Mate. I've got two hands, don't you worry. Have I ever told the story about when I first ever got arrested?
Maybe.
When I was 16?
No.
Okay. Well, this is a massive INFE. So I had a fake ID like everyone else does, and I just went to my local, it wasn't really like a cool place or anything, it just was like the closest to home. And my girlfriend lived not that far away from me, but she was 21, so that's why I had to have the ID, so like we could still hang out. Anyway, I tried to get into the pub, and they straight away, the security was like, oh, can you sign this, like to cross-check the signature. I obviously had no idea. Like, I learned everything. I learned the license number. I learned the birthday, the star sign. I did not learn the signature. So like, if
you learnt the star sign ahead of the signature?
Yeah. I'm a girl. Anyway, I got it wrong. They pretty much were like, can you just step aside for me? And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, I was thinking, whatever, I'm just going to get the ID taken off me, which is kind of annoying, cost me like $120. Step aside, and then they bring the police over, and I was like, excuse me, this is so random. And they were like, listen, you need your mum or dad to pick you up, otherwise we're going to have to arrest you and take you back to the station. And I was thinking, fuck, my mum and dad never answer the phone. Called my mum, and she actually answered and was like, she's an RN, and she was on the side of the road resuscitating someone on the way home from work. She was at an emergency. And she's like, you have to call your dad. And I was like, Mum, I'm about to get arrested. Like, how long do you think you're going to be? Call my dad. And I'm like, hey, Dad, Mum can't pick me up. I'm about to get arrested. Can you come down? He goes, sorry, I've had too many drinks. Like, I can't come pick you up. So I was thinking, fuck. I got off the phone and I said, my mum and dad can't come. And my friend looks at me and goes, pass me your heels and run to my mum's house. And I look at these fucking security guards and I'm like, you know what? They're pretty girthy. I don't reckon they could chase me. Like, they're heavy. So I pass her my heels. I go to start running, and they literally surround me and go, what are you doing? And that's the story of how I first ever got arrested.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. Dad ended up coming to pick me up, though, I think because he felt bad. Dropped us to a party, and then we got kicked out. Anyway, worst night ever.
Have you ever thought that, there's been that story, then you getting coat hangered out of the other place and getting kicked out of another party. Have you ever maybe taken a look in the mirror?
No. Okay, this one is actually like so embarrassing. So during COVID, I followed like a lot of dance accounts, or like, I don't know, like learn dances and stuff when I wasn't with my dance friends. And I was at an event for Sony, and I saw this creator called Brosurf. And in my head, I was like, oh my God, it's Brosurf. Like, my dance girls are literally going to die. So I go up to him and I'm like, oh my God, Brosurf, like my friends are going to be so jealous that I'm with you. And he literally, we take a video together and he's like, hey girls, what's up? Hey, I'm like, can you say a special shout out to the A team? Anyway, I sent it in to my friends and literally all 10 of them go, who is that? And I go onto his Instagram and he has like 10K followers. And I fully thought he was famous. That was like full mum moment.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah. Oh, well, whatever. Thanks so much for listening.
Do that again.
Bye. That was the worst episode ever.
Gotta go, bye.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to A Bit Rogue, where we uncover the stories of athletes, artists, and celebrities with their most rogue moments. Episodes dropping every Wednesday.